Hey, what's up everyone? Today we're going to cook the po'opa'a or stocky hawkfish that I caught whipping. So first what I did was I put it on this paper towel to dry it, and then I'm going to fillet it. So I'm cutting top, the back of the fish along the top there, slicing it all the way down. And then I'm going to make a small cut by the tail so that I can cut the fillet off. And it helps to have a sharp knife so that you have an easier time cutting the fillet off and slicing through the fish. Now, my knife wasn't exactly that sharp, so I was having a little bit of a hard time. But I got it off, got the first fillet, and then I'm going to flip it and do the same thing on the other side. Slice down the back and then cut by the tail and take the fillet off. We normally don't catch the po'opa'a that often, but when we get a good size one, we'll keep it and cook it up. So I clean my board and then get ready to skin the fillets. So you want to cut a little bit by the end of it, and so that you can get a hold of the skin. Then you run your knife along the skin. So you want to angle your knife slightly downward where the blade is facing the skin so that you can remove the skin easily. So got the first fillet off and I'm feeling for the pin bones, and I found the pin bones, so I'm going to remove that section and then cut the rest of the fillet into bite-sized pieces for the nuggets. Gonna make some fish nuggets with this. So do the same thing with the other side. Cut a little finger hold there and then slide your knife along the skin with a little bit of angle down towards the skin so that you can cut it off nicely. And then once you get the fillet off the skin, feel for the pin bones and remove those. Then I cut it into bite-sized pieces for my nuggets. So what we normally do is we take the additional meat off of the fish by scraping it with a spoon. So we're doing this on both sides, scraping the extra meat that's still on the bone so we don't waste any. So scrape it off, and then I'm going to form a small ball of the meat to cook up with the nuggets. So to make the nuggets, we're going to use tempura batter, but you can use flour or cornstarch, whichever you prefer, if you don't have tempura batter. So we put it in our bowl and we mix it with a little bit of water. So it comes out like that. And then we put our nuggets into the bowl for coating. Now I'm going to keep the ball on the side for now. I'm going to cook it up a little bit later. So we're mixing the nuggets in with the batter, and we're going to put it in panko, the breadcrumbs. If you don't have panko breadcrumbs, you can use regular breadcrumbs or whatever you wish. So we have the oil heating up there and the nuggets in the batter. Make sure they're all coated, and we're going to stick it into the panko. Make sure each one has enough panko on the outside so it gets all crispy. So we're going to do this with each one. Just dip it in the panko, make sure it's all coated. And then before we put it in, we're going to test our oil. And you can see that the test is sizzling, so we can put our nuggets in now. That's what we want to see and hear. Sizzling nuggets. That's how you know the oil is hot enough. So we're going to put all of our nuggets in the bowl, in the pot, let it cook for a little bit, and then flip it so that it gets brown on both sides. It doesn't take very long to cook because they're small, so you have to keep an eye on it. So now I'm going to make the ball. So I'm just pressing it together so it doesn't fall apart. Put it in the batter and then dip it in the panko. Make sure I got it all covered. And we're going to leave it in the bowl for a little while until after we take out the other fish nuggets. So now they're ready, nice and brown and crispy, just how we like it. So I'm putting it on the paper towel so that it absorbs the oil. So take them all out. They look really good. And while it's still hot, I'm putting a little bit of seasoning, garlic salt, and a little pepper. And then I'm going to mix it up and then put a little bit more, just as a finishing. A little bit more seasoning. And then I'm going to put my fish ball in. There it goes. Nice and sizzly. After a while, it's all done. Take it out and then put a little seasoning again. Salt and a little bit of black pepper. There you have it. Looks so good. Can't wait to eat it. So that's how we made our crispy Poopaa fish nuggets. It's time to grind. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and aloha.